unseemly for an adult male, a mature, supposedly mature male, not to take ownership of what has happened under his watch. It's embarrassing for the President of the United States.
I think people need to start realizing President Obama doesn't care. The White House doesn't care. They don't care about the unemployment rate. They don't care about growth. They don't care about the CBO report, because their #1 goal is to make people dependent on the government.
So what you have here is several weeks after mocking Mitt Romney's extended interracial family, they are lecturing conservatives on racial insensitivity.
First, the IRS scandal is real.
You know, we lost, but truly the country lost by not having Mitt as president.
But it's an economic dependency plantation which has been created in the inner city.
And this report plainly asserts that in a much larger way than the CBO had originally thought, Obamacare is going to discourage work.
Benghazi's a disaster, and it really sits at his door and at Secretary Clinton's door, and he knows that. And when he tells you that, you know, they were straight with this is simply not true.
People should be good stewards to their fellow man, and really big government is it's the problem of what happens when people just forget that they should be kind and they should help people and they should voluntarily do it.
The #1 problem facing this country is the absence of involved, responsible fathers.
But Ben, here's the thing. We were told there were 30 million people out there in the streets of America with no insurance. I thought there would be the bums rush for this thing. Where are the crowds? I mean, they've got everyone promoting this, the NFL, the NBA, Hollywood. No one wants it.
You've scared them away.
People think it's the census or something. I mean, this has got to represent the actual pie chart of America. Who cares? You're funny, I'm interested. You're not funny, I'm not interested.
I think Jerry Seinfeld is exactly right. And I think it's myopic to focus on race or gender when we talk about diversity. There are plenty of ways to measure diversity.
Well, the president, who talks incessantly, talks increasingly a kind of rhetorical cotton candy, a flurry of adjectives that nullify the substance.
#2, the IRS scandal is not just a boneheaded bunch of bureaucrats in some remote office, contrary to what the President of the United States told the American people.
Yeah, the message here, we get this, Neil, is, let's see, stick it to the military, stick it to the millennials to go ahead and pay off the debt for these bonuses, stick it to the taxpayers, right? But if you will go target the enemies of this administration, you get a performance bonus.
I think that it's important to get to the bottom of it. And look, people died here. This involves our national security. It involves, you know, people who have just really, I think, misled the American people, and I think they should be held accountable for that.
And if progressives ran the NFL, they redistribute the points before the game and pay people not to play.
They just pop it up. Good kick by Prater on a hop. It's Harvin, but now he takes off, and Percy Harvin gets free. Percy Harvin inside the 30. He's going to go. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, the best part about when you hear people criticizing Fox News, and you in particular, is you ask them what show they watch, and they can't even name the show.
I want a president who believes in the abilities of young people, not just saying, don't worry, I won't leave you because I know you need me. It seems kind of arrogant.
The left is about identity politics, judging people not based on their individuality, but based on which group or ethnicity or sexual orientation or gender they belong to.
Folks, folks, folks. When we now refer to terrorists as folks, it's time to retire the word. The nice couple who run the hardware store, they're folks. Terrorists, they're murderous a-holes.
And #3, the IRS scandal is not over. It is continuing to this day, and the Department of Justice investigation is a sham.
How satisfying is this feeling?
Oh, man, it's a true blessing, man. God's so good. We believed that we would get here. At the beginning of the season, I told the guys, hey, you know, why not us?
I don't understand why the administration can't just tell the truth about this, and that they keep saying things that, as George just pointed out, we know aren't true.
I applaud Jerry Seinfeld for having some resolve here and some backbone and not kowtowing to folks who are consistently trotting out this nonsense about white privilege. The reality is that there are plenty of working black comics who are making lots and lots of money, and just because they don't appear on Jerry Seinfeld's show doesn't hurt them or harm society in any grave way.
People died. People are really suffering today in the country as a result of bad policies, of false promises, I would say lies, and phony promises of transparency, jobs, opportunity, dreams. People are suffering.
Obama isn't at war with Fox News. Obama's at war with the truth.
Work is the soul of this country. If you don't work, you're dead. The only thing worse than working is not working.